until 1924, the United Rosovian Republics were under the iron thumb of Tsar Cosimo Nacogdoches III. The Nacogdoches line was known for not only miring their kingdom in a near-feudal state, where a vast majority of the population worked as serfs in the fields, but also generations of inbreeding and madness. Tired of the repression, Ivan Ivanovich led a peasant revolt against the ruling dynasty and deposed the Tsar in a bloody revolution. For a brief time, the peasantry rejoiced. However, Ivanovich was a strong believer in the writings of Ruritanian economist Lupo Prax. Prax advocated for a collective industrial state where all members shared property and gave their total allegiance to the state. So great factories devoted to heavy industry were constructed to build a nearly limitless supply of tanks, tractors, and battleships, even when such items weren't needed. So much of the population was moved to towns that the URR had to rely on importing grain from their neighbors. For the past decade, the URR has had its eyes on the vast farmlands of the Central Federation of Azorean states, hoping to claim these properties to feed their hungry masses. Prime Minister Leon Krochki has ordered General Valdemar Gajovich to prepare his troops for mobilization and is waiting for an incident to use as an excuse to invade his neighbor. Now, the Federation of Azorean states was carved from a great wilderness nearly 400 years ago. They were initially colonized by settlers from the overseas island nation of Saxland, and during the years of Saxlandian control, the monarch of the faraway kingdom had a rather laissez-faire attitude towards their colonial holdings, allowing them self-government without imposing any sort of revenue generation scheme. This was, of course, a highly chaotic and ineffective form of government, and a rebellion conceived in the idea of representation without taxation grew up and watered the bush of liberty. After a brief revolution, General Roy Rummage was elected the first president of the FAS. Despite a few inconvenient civil wars, the FAS has prospered, becoming renowned for its technological achievements, its clean, efficient factories that produce unnecessary consumer goods, and its big, shiny cars. While the FAS has an abundance of farmland and several well-run cities, they do lack the mineral wealth of their more backward neighbor, the URR. President Vern P. Scapel has ordered a troop buildup along the border between the two nations in hopes that the URR will decide to take action and give his country an excuse to go to war.
So this week's game is Tactics II. Now, the original Tactics came out in 1952. It was released in 1954 by Charles Roberts, who had just founded the Avalon Hill Game Company. The second version of it, Tactics II, came out in 1958. And it's significant because it was one of the first self-contained war games that was published. Now, there had been war games for ages before, including things like Kriegspiel and H.G. Wells's Little Wars. But they weren't really a self-contained system where the map, the pieces, and everything were boxed up and sold in one single package. And while it's a dated game today, I think it still does have some value for play, particularly for new players. It can actually be a pretty fun little game to play. I'm not going to belabor the rules because, well, there's really not a lot of them, but also they're very basic for wargaming. Now, the units in the game use the NATO Joint Military Symbology, and this is a good way to remember it. It's got infantry, armor, paratroopers, mountain units, amphibious units, and headquarters. And on these units, the first number is the combat strength, and the second number is the number of movement points that that unit has. The map has a variety of terrain on it, and the terrain effects chart shows an example of each type of terrain and how that terrain affects movement, usually in the cost to cross the terrain and movement points, and how the terrain affects combat. And the game has developed a very basic wargaming system of player 1 moves, player 1 attacks, player 2 moves, player 2 attacks. Now, the object of the game is to capture all of your opponent's cities or eliminate all of their combat units. Setup's very simple. You place the units in their appropriate bivouac areas, and then you roll a dice to see who goes first. I'd say high goes first, and that player will be player 1. Movement is voluntary, and friendly units may not pass through or in movement in a square containing another friendly unit. That is, that all units have a stacking limit of 1 being themselves. Units also have to stop when they enter a square adjacent to an enemy unit, and this includes squares located diagonally to the enemy unit. They must attack if they're in the zones of control of an enemy unit, unless it's across a river. And when we talk about rivers, you'll see that there's a few differences. So units are basically sticky here. You can't leave an enemy zone of control unless you're pushed back by a combat result. Units will spend a lot of time moving along roads, and that's because they can move 3 squares per movement point, moving across roads. Also note that rivers cost 2 movement points to cross. With combat, you total up all the combat factors for units adjacent to an enemy unit, and you compare it to the combat factors of the enemy unit itself. You establish a ratio, rounding down, and then you locate the proper odds column on the combat results table. You roll a dice, and you determine the results of the attack. A D elim is a defender eliminated. You remove the unit from the board. An ALM, same thing except it's an attacker. A D back 2 is all the defender's units that are involved in the battle have to retreat 2 squares in any direction determined by the winner. And if they can't retreat without entering a square adjacent to an enemy, then they're eliminated. Or if they're surrounded, or if they're forced to move back into a C square, they're also eliminated. Basically, you'll see that towards the end of the game when you back the enemy units into a corner. An A back 2 is the same as a D back 2, but it applies to the attacker. And in an exchange, the defender eliminates all of their units involved in the attack, and then the attacker has to eliminate units whose combat factors equal at least the same number of factors as the defenders. Now, if they can't do that, then they'll probably have to go a step up. If more than one unit per side is involved in an attack, then the attacker must attack the most possible defenders that they can. Also, note that no enemy unit may be attacked more than once. Headquarter units can never attack, nor can they voluntarily move adjacent to an enemy unit. They can, however, be attacked, and they do have a defensive factor of 1. City capture is pretty simple. You just have to have a unit in the city and no enemy units. And once captured, the occupying unit can move on out of the city, and the city remains under that player's control unless the enemy side puts a unit back into that city. Units can attack across rivers at half strength. However, there is one exception. If there's one attacking unit on the defender side of the river, then the units attack at full strength. Mountain units are the only units that can move and attack in the mountains. And paratroop units are kind of fun. They can be moved if they start their turn on a friendly city, and they can move to any square on the map with the following restrictions. They can't be dropped in mountains, cities, forests, or seas, and they can't be dropped next to an enemy unit, unless the unit is across a river. And once dropped, parachute units are free to make a full movement. Amphibious units can also move a lot like parachute units. They can move from any friendly port or city to any other port or beach square at no movement cost. And they must start their movement on the port of their origination. They can't be moved to a beach or port square that's adjacent to an enemy unit, and once landed, they're free to make a full movement. Now, amphibious units can also be withdrawn from beaches and sent back to a friendly port, but the one thing they can't do is remain at sea. They have to depart and land in the same turn. If they're withdrawing on a beach, they don't have to start their movement on the beach. They can move to the beach, they can make the jump, and then they can begin regular movement again. Also, units can be sea transferred. To make a sea transfer, you depart from a friendly port and you arrive at another friendly port. And you basically have to begin your turn on the departing port and end your turn on the destination port. So it takes a full turn to make the move.
Now I've got Tactics II set up here. You'll notice the blue units up on the top, and then the red are going to be down here on the bottom. I've got to apologize today a little bit. If I sound a little froggy, it's because I've got a little sinusitis and some bronchitis going, but I'll power through. Anyway, we got to figure out who's going to go first. Now, all the units are in their bivouac area, and you can see these are those areas that have the little dashed lines around them. And you'll see that the headquarters units in this are pretty much just going to be a nuisance throughout the game. That's about their only real function in the rules as written. A lot of people have changed the rules around so that they have other functions, but I'm just going to stick with rules as written to keep the game simple, as if it isn't simple enough already. I think I'll play this game with red taking the offensive, and I think they'll try to move across the river here that separates the two countries and get to blue capital, and then hopefully that'll divide blue into two halves, and they can mop up after that. With blue, I think I'll just take a defensive stance right here along the river, and then I'll maybe try a pincher movement down either side, this coastal highway in the mountains, and then the forests over here on the other side on the left. So, okay, let's see who gets to go first. So we hit the CRT roll. I'll say blue rolls a 3 and red rolls a 5. So red gets to go first. So remember, roads are 1/3 of a movement point. So you can, for every movement point, you can move 3 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3. One, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Hey, actually, let's not move quite that far. I'm not going to attack right now. I need to set up some defense. So 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 5. 5, 2, 3. I guess I could set those headquarters up just to be a pain in the neck in the cities. So we'll just go and let's see, 7, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's that 2C has gotten to move. Now we'll move down here with these guys. I think I'll move this guy over here, kind of out of the way. That should slow them down a little bit if they do get invaded. And oh, I should have done this. Okay, this guy will go here. This is that air unit. And I'll move him to the port so he can... This is the Marines. So they're ready to go behind the lines. Okay. Now I got to move these guys off the red capital island. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. And we'll just make a little line here, a little Congo line. Oh, shoot, okay. Another guy there. Get him out of the way. We just got 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. And then still want us to keep in the center here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay. This is the hardest part of this, is balancing out all these units so that they can't stack. Okay. Let's move these guys up. Now, luckily, 2-7, this armored group here can move. Okay. I'll just stay right there. I'm behind a river, which is good. Now, if I was blue, if blue would have gotten initiative here, I would have probably set up along this river a defense. And then there was just these 3, 4 bridges here that you'd have to really guard. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. Okay. Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay. Move him down here out of the way. Now, I feel like this guy is a little bit isolated, but let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. There we go. I like that better. Okay. We'll move him here. And him here. And him here. Okay, there, we'll follow the river. Okay, let's see what we got. Finally, we got these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, and we'll move him there. Need to move him down to a city. He needs to go. Oh, he doesn't need to go to a city. Okay, we need to move him 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Hold him. Hold him. Let's get these guys out. Because this no stacking rule is tough. Okay, we're going to keep those guys where they're at. Yeah, we'll get him moved. 1, 3, 2, 3. I think working around the stacking is the hardest part of this damn game. I've mentioned that already. Okay. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. There we go. And we'll move him there. Those armored guys can move. And then we'll just again make a little convoy here. Okay, now these guys. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. We'll just move him out of the way. They're not in any hurry. Oh, how do I get across that river? Oh, I see. Okay, here's what I can do. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. And here's where hexes would be nice. When you got something like this, I guess you go up to this point here and then down. There's one that's worse over here, right here. Not sure how you're going to count that one right there, but that's a problem. I'm going to try to move this guy over to that port there in the next turn, but we're good. Okay, now we should be down to our final group. 1, 2, 6, 2, 7. Okay, he's going to move here. And then we'll just make another little convoy here. I think I'll just move 3 of those guys here, and then the rest will reinforce the center. 2, 4, 2. I don't know, this game is kind of fun. I just move him here, and he can follow there. Okay, I think that's everybody. Everybody's moved. No, we're going to wait for blue to make their move, and then they can do the first attack. Excuse me. I'll be coughing a lot during this. So when I recorded this, it was mid-March, which here in Kansas gets pretty pollen-y. I think it's basically pollen that we're getting. But okay, now I need to get this bad boy attacked. Now, 1734 and 1732, if I move in either one of those, I got to attack this guy here. So I might as well attack here. I'm going to try to concentrate force on this guy. Okay, and then let's see. What are we going to do with this armored group here? I'm just going to straight up attack. This guy will go here. This guy will go here. And let's just put him right outside the capital there. Okay, these guys will move him over here. Two, three, 5, 2. See, there's 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Okay. And then these 5s. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Little convoy that's going to attack on this coast. Okay. Now if I could get across the river, can I get across the river? 1, 2. Let's just double check what it costs to cross a river. And they don't have it listed, so it's doubled. I think we're going to go with 2. There are a lot of little things that are kind of weird in this game, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll slip there. There. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Move our parachuting units here. Our C units, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Okay. And that's it for those guys. Heck yeah. Okay, now then, try to move this guy up. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. Oh. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. I guess that's probably where I'm going to end up. That's okay. We'll get a guy right behind him here. And then 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Another convoy of units moving to the front. I think this is kind of an interesting game in that it's one of the few operational type games where you actually have to go through the process of mobilizing, which is kind of cool. 7. I'm going to hang right there. I'm going to hang there. Actually, I'm going to hang back here. And we are just going to move. And then I might try to sneak through the mountains. Let's see what we can do with... maybe not a good idea. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Convoy to the front. This headquarters will go over here. Okay, I think that's all the blue. So now we get to go through combat. Everybody has moved. Okay. So we have to spread things out as much as possible. I'm going to concentrate force on this guy right here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1 odds. It's nice having these units all be pretty similar. It makes figuring odds pretty quick. Okay, let's go to our CRT. So 4 to 1 odds. Which this has a very bizarre CRT chart too. Okay, so 4 to 1, we're going to roll. Blue rolls a 3. At 4 to 1, a 3, 1, 2, 3 is a D-elim. So defender's eliminated. So where do we put this guy? Let's just say red. Can I get rid of? Nope, I can't. Okay. So we need to figure a place to put the pieces. Ah, there's a dead pile. Okay. Move him to the dead pile. There we go. Come on. Mark moved. I guess. Hold on. Let's go back to red. There. Okay. I guess we're going to have to go with either side. Is there a solo? There's solo. That's what I want. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, 1-to-1 odds. 1-to-1 with a 5. And a CRT. We're going to say 1-to-1 with a 5 is attacker eliminated. So we're going to move him to this blue to the dead pool. We've got 1-to-1 again with a 1. 1-to-1 with a 1 is a defender eliminated. These things are just massacres, which is kind of wild. And there's no rules in here that say that the attacker can move into the empty hex, so we'll just leave that out. Again, I think a lot of these rules at this time just had not been invented. We hadn't invented the tropes of wargaming at this point. So we got 3-to-1. Okay, we got 3-to-1 with a 1. Come back here. 3-to-1 with a 1. Defender eliminated. So that was this guy. Move him to the dead pool. 2-to-1. We get a 6. 2-to-1 with the 6 is an attacker eliminated. So they lose both of these guys to the dead pool. Dead pile. Dead pile, not dead pool. Okay. Ryan Reynolds. Okay, then we got 1-to-1 with a 4. 1-to-1 with a 4 is a attacker back 2. Oh, I forgot these guys are across a river. Let's re-roll that one. Okay. They were doing it at half. So this will be 1-to-2 odds. And I rolled a 4. 1-to-2 with a 4 is attacker back 2. Same thing. Okay. And then we've got 1-to-1 with a 5. A 1-to-1 with a 5 is an attacker eliminated. And a 1-to-2 with a 4. Attacker back 2. 1, 2. Okay, there. That's it. Is that it for these guys? We've already taken care of that because this guy got eliminated. I think that's it. Okay. Into turn 1. How did it end up? Well, blue lost 4 and red lost 3. It's going to be pretty much that way going through. Okay, red gets to go. So we're going to try to do some maneuvering here. Let's try to take those 2s out. We will go here, and here, and here. 2. Okay. Here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This guy will go. I think these guys will stay put. Okay. We'll move our guy here. And we'll just stay on this side of the river. And then these guys will go reinforce over here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, I'm going to move this guy 1 here. Because I want that road open. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he made it over there. We'll defend there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And okay. That guy's going to be in reserve. And six, two, three, 7. Okay. This guy will go to a port. And I'm going to go ahead and push up. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Now there's no 3 to 2 odds in this, so I have to go down 1. I don't think there's 3 to 2. Nope. So I'm going to take advantage of that and make that a 2 to 1 odds, or 1 to 1 odds. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. And we will just push up here, and I'm going to space these out just in case we have to fall back. Okay, Mr. Paratrooper is going to launch off, and he's going to come, and I'm going to land him over here. He can't land next to a unit, but he can certainly defend. These Marines... Where am I going to land these Marines? We're going to land them right here on this beach right here. Yeah, I think I'll land these Marines on the beach. These paratroop, I think, will land over here. And is that my special units? These guys haven't, these Marines can't move, so. Now there's mountain units here, but I can't see where they're at. So, okay, we're just going to keep going. Not that big a deal. Probably won't be fighting in the mountains anyway. Okay. Time for some combat. 1 to 1 odds right here. So 1 to 1, we roll a 6. So attacker eliminated. Okay. Red loses 1. We've got 1, 2, 3 to 2. That's 1 to 1 odds. I didn't get enough units packed up there. 1, 2, 3. I was trying to get some armor up there against that guy. Okay, so 3 to 2, 1 to 1. We roll a 3. And a 1 to 1, 3 is a defender back 2. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, and then we get a 1, 2, 3, 4 to 2, 2 to 1 odds with a 4. Attacker back 2. Okay, and then finally I've got 1, 2, 3 to 1 odds. 4. 3 to 1, 4 is a defender. Oh, attacker back 2. Those guys are back. Okay, this guy goes forward. This guy goes forward. Those were attackers, so I need to move those guys out. And I lost track. 4. Oh, defender back 2, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that... Oh, 1 to 1 over here. 1 to 1, 5. Attacker eliminated. You can kind of tell this game is basically just a lot of luck. I don't know if there's a lot of strategy to this game. I think there's probably people that have figured out some, but as usual, my strategy on war games isn't the greatest, so. Oh, I forgot to move those guys. Okay, well, shoot. Derp. I guess that's all I got to say is derp. I'm going to leave them. So, blue gets to go. They had an incompetent general there. Blue is going to try to attack over here. I think blue's going to go port to port with these Marines. Can he do that? Yeah, he can't. He can do a landing. And actually, I think I can land, well, I don't know if I can land next to another unit, but that's okay. And then they can move. 1, 2, I guess we'll just go 2 to 1 against this guy. Okay, and let's get our paratroopers going. Where's our paratroopers gonna go? I think I'll just, can't land in the mountains. Where can I land? Okay, we're going to land the paratroopers here and here. And, oh, we didn't move that guy either. Okay. Poor red. That's probably what's going to make the whole game. Okay, now then, down in the center here, let's figure out what we're going to do. Well, let's figure out here. Okay, Mr. 2 is going to go here. Mountain troops would have been useful to sneak over there, but... Okay, 1, 2, 3... 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here and here. Does that put me on the same side of it? Yeah, it does. Okay, great. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5. Okay. And I'm gonna try to break this guy here with 3-to-1 odds. Okay. Did this guy move? I don't think he moved. We will kind of hold the line there. And we will... I think I'll go back here. We're just going to hang back and try to defend. And then these guys will move up a little bit. And I'm going to just do 1-to-1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, I don't think I'll probably use the seaborne movement here on this game. I think I'll just keep it simple. But yeah, you could move port to port if it was friendly. I guess we don't have any occupied towns. We're going to come close here. Okay. And then we'll move him and him to attack that Marine unit. I think I got everybody. We'll just move some guys into... We'll move these guys into towns to hold them. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3 to 2. So 1-to-1 odds. We roll a 3. 1-to-1 with a 3 is a defender back 2. 1, 2. Okay. He's got to go 2-to-1. 4, 2-to-1 with a 4 is an attacker back 2. Okay. I'm going to go 3-to-1 here with a 2. 3-to-1 with a 2 is an exchange. Okay, so which did I say? That was this one. So they lose 1 and they lose 1. And then we've got a 2-to-1, 1-to-1 there. We roll a 1. A 1-to-1, 1 is a defender eliminated. Okay, so they got rid of that guy. And then we have a 3-to-1 here. 4. 3-to-1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Defender back 2. Okay. We have a 3-to-1 here. Oh, actually, he's got to go a 1-to-1. So 2-to-1 and 1-to-1. Okay, 2-to-1, 3. defender back 2. And 1-1, 3. 1-1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Defender back 2. Okay. I actually think that, if I remember right, if you get moved into the, if you can't move out without moving into a zone of control, you could go 1-2, I guess. 1, 2. No, wait, you gotta move 2. 1, 2, so. Yeah, he can't do anything. I'm gonna say he's eliminated. We're just gonna go with that. We'll kind of stay with the standard of other games. 3-1. A 3. 3-1, 3. Defender back 2. 1, 2. I think this can actually 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, and then we've got a 2-1 odds. 2-1, 2. Exchange. Okay, so he loses 2. We got to lose both those guys. Okay. And then we have a 2-1 across the river, so that's 1-1. 1-1, 6. Attacker eliminated. That's going to hurt blue a little bit. I think that's it. Did we? I think we rolled those guys. To the best of my knowledge. Oh, okay. 2-1 charts. 2-1-1. Defender eliminated. Okay, that gets rid of those Marines. Now, these Marines are going to go 2-1 against that headquarters. 2-1-1 is a defender eliminated, so that gets rid of this other headquarters. Is gone. Okay, so now I guess we could, if we want to do, if we want to move by C, we can. We can actually probably move these guys out and move them to another beachhead. It's not a bad idea. Okay. Red gets to go, and I think red is going to push across the river. So they'll have to do 1-1 against each of those, but that's okay. We'll just see what we do. 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Okay. I guess this is the closest you come to an encirclement, is when you're these guys here. 2-7, 2-7, 1-5. Okay, and then this guy, oh heck, let's go 1-1 just to see what happens. Let's have some fun with it. Okay, now I said we had reserves. We'll say these guys are our reserves, I guess. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. This is our little convoy of guys. Okay, they've moved up. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. This is roughly 5, 2, 3. And we will move this guy up. And that's it. Oh, this guy. These Marines. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay. They're going to move into place. Let's start over here. So we've got a 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Let's just start rolling through. 1-1 with a 2 in exchange. 1 and 1. And then we do a roll out again. 1-1 with a 1. Defender eliminated. Okay. And then finally 1-1 with a 6. I think that's an attacker eliminated. Ah, there's that weather chart. Yeah, for advanced game, there's a weather chart for this. You can play with weather conditions. There's also a nuclear attack chart that I've tried it a few times. I don't think it works that well. Basically, it's one side blows up the other side's nukes, and that's pretty much it for the nuclear option. Did this guy get a go? It was an exchange. And a 6 was an attacker eliminated. I'll just say it was attacker eliminated. So he's gone. Well, we had a defender eliminated. Okay. Again. Man, I can tell that cold medicine's hitting me. Again, I apologize for that. Okay, 3-1 odds. 3-1, 5. Okay, 3-1, 5 is another exchange. So they're going to lose 1. Red is. Red's going to lose 1, and blue will lose 1. Okay, then we've got a, I'm going to say 3-1 here, and then we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5-2. So 2-1 and 2-1. Okay. First 2-1 is a 2. Another exchange. Okay, Deadpool will take 1. And they take a 1. Actually, I want to keep this one here. Come back here. And then we've got another one. Let's see, we get a 6. That's a 2-1 with a 6. A 2-1 with a 6. I think some ALM. Okay, attackers eliminated. Ouch, that's going to hurt. That really hurts red. They just lost the center of their attack. Okay, and then blue, or red will go here with a 1-1 and a 2-1. Okay, first of all, let's do the 1-1 with a 5. Attacker eliminated. This has not been a good round for red. And then a 2-1 with a 4 is an exchange. Okay, that they lose a blue, but red loses another red. And we've got a 2-1 with a 6. So that's another attacker eliminated. And then finally a 1-1 over here. 1-1 with a 3. Defender back 2. Well, whoop-de-doo. Okay. You can see red just got decimated there in the middle. So now it's blue's turn to go. Oh, 1-1 here with a 2. 1-1 with a 2 is an exchange. Loses that important marine unit. Okay, blue is up. Get rid of the move markers. And I think we will move off the beach. Where can we move? Let's move right down to Capital City with our Marines. So they land here, and they will blip and blip. Now this is a friendly city, so I'll move to this city here. And then he will have to stay here. So we've basically taken these two cities. We need a way of marking cities that are friendly. Let's see, is there a... There's really not a unit here that we could use. Okay. Okay, well, we'll just say that maybe that's what we ought to use the headquarters for, is to indicate they're taken. Okay, blue. 1, 2, 3. Boop. 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 Oh yeah, I like the sound effects here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will attack there. Okay, I think that's it. Let's start with the city back here. So I got 2-to-1 odds. And we roll a 3. 2-to-1, 3 is defender back 2. Okay. And then oh, I forgot to move these guys. I'll let them move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. I'm going to let those guys move. Okay, now then, we'll go here. We've got 3-to-1 odds. We get a 2. 3-to-1, 2 is an exchange. Okay. So blue now has this city. And then we're going to go 3-to-1 here. 1, 2, let's roll it again. 3-to-1, 2. Oh, exchange, okay. We'll roll a dead pile blue. And blue, I guess as long as blue is not losing as bad as red is, they're going to be winning. 2, 4, 5-to-1. Charts. We roll a 1. 5-to-1 as a defender eliminated. Okay, this guy goes. And then I've got a 1, 2-to-1 with a 4. 2-to-1 with a 4. 2-to-1 with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacker back 2. Okay. 2, 1, 2. Come over to this side, and I've got a 2, 4, 5-to-1. I roll a 4, which is a defender back 2. Now, he's moving into a zone of control, so he can't move except he's been eliminated because he can't back up. 2-to-1, 5. What's a 2-to-1, 5? Okay, 2-to-1. Another exchange. And then we've got a 2-to-1, 3. 2-to-1, 3 is a defender back 2. I think that's all for blue. Okay. Yep, I think blue's moved. Okay. It's red's turn. Red hasn't done real well. I think what we'll do is we will try to flee back behind the river. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's hold on. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. And we're going to try to... Okay, make a defense. I don't know. I think I'll just hold tight right there. These guys can't really do much. I'll just try to flee a little bit. Okay. And that's about all I can do. I've pretty much lost everybody else. So no combat this time. Now it's blue's turn. They have a clue. So let's start with blue coming over to here. Actually, this is a friendly city. He can pop over here and go there. And then this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, And yeah, these guys can go there. And this guy actually can land here. I'll do that to keep the city, and I'll keep this here. We'll just do that. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. So really, we just have one city left. This one right here is the only city that blue hasn't taken. Now red could try to move this guy over here, but I think we can take him down. Okay, now let's just move blue forward. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's right behind. And we are just going to form a line here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy can make it, and this guy I know can make it. So move him there to keep that city. And okay. That's it, I think. Okay, any other guys can move. Let's move them in and see. Okay, let's start with this one here. 1-to-1 odds. We roll a 4 at 1-to-1, attacker back 2. 1, 2. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do... I'm just going to use a sacrifice unit in here, but let's go with 2, 4, 5-to-1 odds. And we roll a 1, 5-to-1 odds is a defender eliminated. Okay, and then 1-to-1 here. We roll a 6. I think that's an attacker eliminated, right? Yep. Okay, that's okay. These are our... Okay, then we're going to roll a 3-to-1 odds. Was that a 6? Yep, it was a 6. Okay, 3-to-1 odds with a 6 is, I think, an attacker eliminated. No, defender eliminated. Okay. Yeah, this is a wonky CRT. It's not really follows any sort of logic. Oh, I forgot these guys are on a river. Okay. Shoot, they should have been going... Oh, well, they were 6s, so... And this guy should have been a... we should have had a 1-to-1 here. Let's just do a 1-to-1 for that guy. A 5. A 1-to-1 at 5 is... attacker eliminated. Okay. Sounds fair. Okay. So we got 1, 2-to-1, and it's actually going to be 1-to-1 because they're attacking across a river. 1-to-1 at a 5. 1-to-1 at a 5 is an attacker eliminated. Oh man, this is bloody. Okay, and then we've got a 1-to-1, actually 1-to-2. And 1-to-2 and 1-to-2. So 1-to-2. Let's go with the first one. A 1. 1-to-2 with a 1 is a defender back 2. And then a 1-to-2 with a 3. 1-to-2 with a 3 is an attacker back 2. Okay. 2, 4, 5-to-1. Okay, so that's actually going to be 2-to-1 because it's across a river. We roll a 1. 2-to-1 at 1 is a defender eliminated. He goes to the dead pile. Okay, over here we have a 2-to-1. And we roll a 5 as an exchange. Okay, we can deal with that. So we're losing, let's lose the parachutes. Paratroopers. Actually, I'm going to lose the Marines. Okay. And then this guy's gone. Is that it? Excuse me. Okay. Red. Poor red. They are suffering badly. First thing I'm going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and go here and go here. I can't do anything but defend. This is a friendly parachuting unit. Yeah, there's not much they're going to be able to do back here. Can't really leave here. We can go across the river. And then we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully we can take those out. It's a long shot, but that's it. Okay. 2-to-1 odds. 2-to-1. We roll a 3 at 2-to-1. Is a defender back 2. Okay, 1, 2. And then we've got 2-to-1 here. We roll a 3, 1, 2, and then a 1-to-1. A 6. 1-to-1, 6. Attacker eliminated. Move him to the dead pile. And we've kind of left that red guy there. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay. That's it for red. Okay, blue gets to go. So hopefully blue can mop these guys up in this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will just move that guy there. We can do that. Okay, we will try 1-to-1 there. He will attack here, and he can launch himself right over here and then just go right next to him. And then he can come over here. Okay, hopefully we can get some... Oh, this guy. 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what happens here. 1-to-1. Six. 1-to-1 with a 6. Attacker eliminated. Okay, that's it for blue. And then we've got the 1 down here. 1-to-1, 4. 1-to-1, 4. Attacker back 2. Okay. This guy's going to do a 1-to-1, 1. Defender eliminated. That's it for this guy. And then a 2-to-1, 3. 2-to-1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Defender back 2. Now this would have been interesting if the attacker would have gone back, because I think, well, he'd go on that bridge. Okay. Okay, now we go to the center and see what red can do. 2, 4, 5-to-1. Okay, we got 5-to-1 odds. We roll a 2. 5-to-1, 2. Defender back 2. Can he go 1, 2? He can. He can leave that zone of control. You know, he's actually going to be in a zone of control. He's eliminated. And again, this is where squares are kind of funky when you're trying to figure out, like, retreats and everything. 3-to-1. 6. 3-to-1, 6. Defender eliminated. That's better. And then we've got a 3-to-1. 1, 3 to 1. I think that's another eliminated. 3 to 1. 1 defender eliminated. And then a 3 to 1, 2 exchange. Okay, so we can take off this guy. And we can take off this guy. So basically the entire center is gone. And that's it. Okay. Now red can go. They really can't do anything. Oh, I think they have 1 unit left. I think I'm going to call this game. There's absolutely no way red's going to, unless they can just have a long string of 1-to-1 attacks and get a certain die roll, they're not going to be able to do much. So I think it's pretty much over except chasing red down. I'd say eventually what you're going to do is root this unit out over here in this city, and then go down and root this unit out, and then this guy needs to be eliminated. Once those are done, the game will be over, but I'm not going to belabor the point any more than I have to. Anyway, that's the game. I don't know. This was one of the first games I ever bought. I bought it at McLeod's bookstore in Wichita, Kansas. And actually, I bought it kind of as an afterthought. I saw it there on the shelf, and I think they were like $20, $10-20 at that time. This had to be, 78, 79 when I bought it. It's still not a bad game. It has some problems, but those could be fixed with a little bit of tinkering. So I still kind of enjoy this one. I'm looking actually at my physical copy as we speak here, but thought I'd put this out on Vassal because it's a little easier to follow. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Hopefully I'll feel better next time, and the cough medicine will be worn off, so I'll be a little more on the ball. But you all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.